FCC Kids, welcome back. Last week we learned about God's armor. So that leads me to our Bible point. Our Bible point is that God is strong. So our takeaway is that we were to be strong in Him. And I hope you guys were able to do that this week. So this week I'm going to do things a little bit different than what I've done in the past. This week we're going to focus on one of the fruits of the Spirit, and that is kindness. And I found this awesome book that's called Have You Filled Your Bucket Today by Carol McLeod. And it's very neat how it goes through acts of kindness and what you can do to fill somebody's bucket. So come on with me, and I'm going to read it to you all. All right, so now we're going to read our story, Have You Filled a Bucket Today? By Carol McLeod. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, neighbors all have buckets. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. There's their buckets. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and your good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full. And when you feel very sad and lonely, your bucket is empty. Full and empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill their buckets. So how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is loving, caring person who says and does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own buckets by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You will never fill your own bucket when you dip into somebody else's. But guess what? When you fill somebody's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. Love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? Why not tell them why? Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for the smiles that light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it up. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you'd like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill somebody else's bucket, you fill up your own too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start your day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill somebody's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, Did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. And that's life of a bucket filler. And that's you. That looks like my daughter Paisley with her little red hair and pigtails and bows, of course. I love that story because it's all about kindness, and that's what I want you guys to do. Be a bucket filler, not a bucket dipper. All right, guys, I just loved that book. So what we really want to focus on this week is that we are bucket fillers rather than bucket dippers. So I want to ask you guys a question, and then I'm going to have you pause and discuss it with your families. My question for you today is, what is something kind that somebody has done for you? Go ahead and pause. All right, so my personal answer to the question that I just asked is like about a couple weeks ago, I was having one of those rough mornings. I know everybody has them, but I had gotten to work and I was kind of in a bad mood. But when I walked into my office, I saw a card on my desk. And I opened it up and I read it, and it was from my friend Donna Winters. And some of you may know her. She volunteers here at FCC Kids. But she just took time out of her day and she just wrote me a sweet little note inside the card. And I mean, it made me feel so good. And that's just a simple act of kindness going a long way, and how it makes that other person feel. And I'm grateful for my friend Donna and this note that she wrote to me. All right, so this week I have a challenge for you guys. I want you guys to open up those Bibles, and I want you guys to read about a time that Abraham shows kindness to 3 strangers. Here are the scriptures that I want you guys to read. The first one is Galatians 5:22. The second one is Genesis 18:1 through 15. And again, this is about a time that Abraham shows kindness to 3 strangers. So what I want you guys to also do this week is for you guys to show kindness to somebody. It doesn't have to cost money. It can be as simple as writing a card like my friend Donna did. It can be unloading the dishwasher for your parents, folding some towels in the laundry. A simple act of kindness, remember, goes a long way. So I want you guys to read and then do it. So this week we learned all about kindness. So this leads me to our Bible point. Our Bible point is kindness is a fruit of the Spirit. So our takeaway is that we're to show kindness to others. I want to leave you all with this summary verse. It reads, "But the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. There is no law against these things." Galatians 5:22 through 23. Thank you guys for joining me again, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And remember, be kind.